Prestige oil spill has been called one of Europe's worst ever environmental disasters. 11 years ago, the Prestige oil tanker sank off the coast of northwest Spain. 1,700 kilometres of coastline were covered in a thick black sludge, stretching from Portugal to Spain all the way to France. Prosecutors sought jail terms for the ship's Greek captain, his first officer, and the former head of Spain's merchant navy. Following a year-long trial, a Spanish court acquitted them of responsibility. The captain has long blamed the Spanish Coast Guard, who ordered the ship out to sea after it sent a distress call during a storm, reporting a crack in its hull. It sank 6 days later. Authorities insist they had ordered the ship away from the shore to lessen the impact on the coastline. But that didn't stop over 50,000 tonnes of oil spinning into the sea, causing environmental havoc and millions of euros worth of damage.
Not the Spanish maritime authorities, said the judge, nor the Greek captain or his crew, although the captain was convicted on a lesser charge of disobeying the Spanish authorities.
Justice has moved very slowly in the Prestige case, and it still doesn't feel complete. 11 years after the ship sunk, we're not much wiser, even after this trial, as to who was ultimately responsible.
They said shame. They wanted politicians to answer for the disaster.
I feel really, really sad because today is a bad day for us, for all the Galician country and Galician people.
The Prestige floundered for days in heavy seas. Spain, Portugal and France all tried to keep the sinking ship away from their coasts. When it went down, tens of thousands of tons of oil spilt into the sea, and much of it ended up on the shore. Most of the cleanup was done by volunteers who came from all over Spain. But today, if you came to the Galician coast for the first time, you might never know what had happened here. The birds are back, although not all species in the same numbers as before. The fishermen told us that their stocks have recovered. This is Murcia, the town that felt the worst of the spill. I spoke to a man who led the rescue effort. What advice can he give those who might be caught in similar disasters?
What we learned here was firstly the importance of solidarity. Many volunteers came here and helped us, and the other thing we learned is that when something like this happens, you have to react immediately. You cannot delay.
And maybe something else we've learned is that nature can heal, even when people make catastrophic mistakes.